Frosty the Snowman. This is the beginning guitar lesson for Frosty. We're going to start off with a G chord, and you see the shape that I'm using. This is a good one to use in this song because we're going to be changing between our C and G chords. So if you're still playing G like this, which is a perfectly good chord, we're going to have you play like this. Alright, so your middle finger is going on the 5th string at the 2nd fret. Third finger is going on the 6th string at the 3rd fret. And your pinky is going on the 1st string at the 3rd fret. Okay? So then when we want to go to a C chord, what we do is we lift up our 2nd and 3rd fingers and just move them down to the 4th and 5th string. And then we're going to put our 1st finger on the 2nd string of the 1st fret. Go back to a G chord, we just lift them up, shift them over, drop our pinky down, pick up our 1st. Alright? So you can just practice that for a while if you want. G to the C to the G to the C. Okay, get back to the song here. Frosty the Snowman, so going from our G chord to a C, was a C, jolly happy, back to G, so with a C, corncob pipe, and a G, button nose, and 2 eyes made out of coal. It's a D chord, or you can play D7 there. Back to the G. Frosty the Snowman was a C, fairy tale they G say. He was C, made of snow, but the G children know how he D came to life one G day. Alright, so there's our first section, and we're going to go to a C chord. There must have been some magic. That's a B minor chord. So this is a little tricky for some beginners. They're just starting out. It takes a little bit of hand strength. What I'm doing here, I'll show you an easier way in just a second. Our 1st finger is on the 5th string at the 2nd fret. 3rd finger is on the 4th string at the 4th fret. Pinky is on the 3rd string at the 4th fret. Middle finger is on the 2nd string at the 3rd fret. And if you have a lot of hand strength, this note is being held down by the 1st string finger still. Alright? Now, we can also play like this. So pull same chord shape, except for we're just using our 1st finger just to play this one string, that's 1st string at the 2nd fret. Alright, so go from our C chord. There must have been some B minor magic in that G, C, excuse me. Old silk hat D, they found G. Oh, when placed it on his head, that's an A7 chord. So if you're playing your A like that, you just pick up your middle finger, or you can pull off your 1st finger and use your 2nd, 3rd finger. So it's open A string, 2nd finger, or middle finger's on the 3rd string at the 2nd fret, 4th string at the 2nd fret, excuse me. Open 3rd string, open G string, and then our 3rd finger's on the 2nd string at the 2nd fret. Must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found. A7. When they placed it on his head, it began to dance around. D or D7. Back to the G to wrap up the song. Frosty the Snowman was alive as he could be, and the children say he could laugh and play just the same as you and me. Alright, let's just do a little strum along on the 2nd part. Just doing even downstrokes, trying to stay in good time, change chords in time. Here we go. 3, 4. Frosty the Snowman knew the sun was hot that day, so he said, let's run and we'll have some fun now before I melt away. Down to with a broomstick in his hand, running here and there all around the square, saying, "Catch me if you can." He led them down the streets of town right to the traffic stop, and he only paused a moment when he heard them holler, "Stop." Frosty the Snowman had to hurry on his way, but he waved goodbye saying, "Don't you cry, I'll be back again someday." If you want to add the thumpity thump thump thumpity thump thump, look at Frosty go dee. Thumpity thump thump thumpity thump thump, over the hills of snow. Thumpity thump thump thumpity thump thump, look at Frosty go. Thumpity thump thump thumpity thump thump, over the hills of snow. Alright, so there's the beginning Frosty guitar lesson. Some of you noticed I flubbed up. I made a wrong chord, and it was a great example of you just keep going, right? If you make a little flub, you just keep playing. If you play a mistake in time, it sounds better than if you just stop and think that you're a failure, all right? And that's the great thing about the guitar, is it's a percussion instrument of sorts. So I could go, Frosty the Snowman, da 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 da, da 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 da. All right, so just keep playing. If you make a mistake, don't sweat it. Even if you're playing for other people, you just keep going, and it'll be much better. All right, and nobody likes to make mistakes. All of us hate mistakes, but it's just part of the learning process. So keep practicing, have a good attitude, have fun with the song, have fun with music, keep it in your life, and we'll see you in the next video. If you feel like learning some more advanced stuff, we'll learn some minor chords and a little more energy. We'll do a little boom shot. Frosty. So we're going to make it a lot more interesting in the next video. All right, good job. We'll see you in the next video.